players in the crime chain, rapists, child molesters, wife beaters, and sometimes, with certain judges, the ones she called collaborators to their faces. A few years ago, she had gotten fired for refusing to soft-hand a sensitive case. Wolfe wouldn't cross the street and represent the same freak she used to put away, so she'd gone outlaw, and now she runs the best info-trafficking cell in the city. I had wanted Wolfe for my own since the first time I saw her in battle. I thought I'd had a chance with her once, but I had done some things.
"You and me, it's not going to be,"
she told me then, and I believed her. All that changed was what I did, not how I felt. My love for Wolfe was a dead star, lightless, invisible in the night sky, but always, always there. Pepper's big dark eyes told me she knew some of that, enough to count on anyway. That's the way it is down here. If you can't be counted on, you can't be counted in.
"Here's all she could tell me on the phone,"
Pepper said.
"Some man was shot more than once. He's in a coma and they don't expect him to live."
So what connects Wolfe?
"He named her,"
Pepper interrupted.
"He told the police she was the one who shot him."
When was this supposed to have gone down?
"I don't know. I don't know anything more about it, not even the man's name. All I know is they're holding her at the precinct, and they expect to arraign her tonight."
"She's got an alibi," I said, holding Pepper's eyes.
"She's got plenty of those."
Pepper snapped back, telling me I was standing at the end of a long line, and those ahead of me would come across a lot better in court than a two-time felony loser who had been declared dead years ago.
"That's not what she needs right this minute. She needs to—"
"You got a lawyer for her yet?"
"No, I thought you might—"
"Did she tell you to come to me, Pepper?" As if to answer my stupid question, the Rottweiler made a gear-grinding noise deep in his chest.
"No. All she said was to pick up Bruiser and make sure he was all right until they set bail."
"And you can make—"
"I guess so,"
Pepper said.
"But I don't know a bondsman either, except for that crook we used the time Mick was—"
"Never mind," I told her. "Do you know where the arraignment's going to be?"
"At 100 Center. She said whatever the cops say happened, it happened in Manhattan, so—"
"Yeah." I glanced at my watch. 3:37. With the usual backlog from the Tombs and the tour bus from Rikers, they probably wouldn't get to Wolfe until the lobster shift, but I didn't want to chance it. "Give me a minute," I told Pepper. I went into one of the back rooms and pulled a clone code cell phone out of its charging unit. I punched in the private number I have for the only criminal lawyer in the city I trust. "What?" Davidson answered. "You recognize my voice?" I asked. I hadn't spoken to him in years, not since NYPD found a severed skeletal hand in a dumpster, right next to a pistol with my thumbprint on the stock. "I believe so." He spoke in the pompous voice he uses to distance himself from potential danger in conversations. "Help me out a little bit." "It's not my ghost," I said. "I've done some jobs for you and you've done some for me." "Do you have some, distinguishing characteristic I might recognize?" "Yeah, I always pay. And that cigar I just heard you light, it's probably from the batch I brought you a few years back." "Ha ha ha, very good," he said, chuckling. "You should have been a detective." "I need a lawyer. Not for me, for a friend. Being arraigned tonight, can you handle it?" "Can I? You mean, will I? Are we talking just for tonight, or—" "To the end of the road," I said. "First round TKO or a decision on points, any way it plays." "Would I know this friend of yours?" "Yeah, her name is Wolfe." "Wolfe? From Citywide, are you—" "I'm cancer serious," I said. "I'm also short on facts. It's either an attempt murder or by now a homicide." "Wolfe, are they floridly insane?" he said. "Unless you're talking a DV. Domestic violence, Wolfe? Come on, pal. Sure, she's not the kind of woman who'd take a beating from a boyfriend, but with that dog of hers, what kind of psycho would even try?" Now, the Vic was a stranger, but he supposedly made a statement.